Hello. We're going to do a little calculation today to determine the period of time it takes for the Earth and Mars to go from being in opposition to again being in opposition. So the opposition times, the period between opposition times. In doing this calculation, we need to know the time for the Earth to go around the Sun, 1 year, the time for Mars to go around the Sun, which is 1.88 years. In the Mars was in opposition to the Earth last on March 3rd, 2012. Since that time, Mars has been slowly moving around the Sun and the Earth more quickly. The Earth is ahead of Mars. It's going to have to go all the way around one full cycle, which is 360 degrees or 2 pi radians, and then it will have to continue to go until it catches Mars. And we're going to see in this calculation that the Earth is actually going to have to go around twice and a little more. Let's call the number of radians that Mars travels between oppositions x. So it's going around. It's going to have to go around. We'll see it. It'll go around one full time and a little more. Let's call that total number of radians x. I have x here, but it's really, it includes the total distance in total angle in radians that Mars makes between one opposition and the next. And the radians that the Earth traveled would be 2 pi plus x, because it goes around one more time than Mars in getting caught up with Mars. So the time for Mars between oppositions will be equal to x divided by 2 pi. So x is the number of radians that it travels all the way around and some, times 1.88 years per cycle. All right. Now we can set that also equal to the time for the Earth to get back in opposition with Mars, or Mars to be in opposition. But it will have traveled 2 pi plus x radians divided by 2 pi. And each of those cycles, that's the total number of cycles, is 1.0 years. Solving this for x, we get x is equal to 7.14 radians. And then if we calculate the time, let's do it for Mars. It's the same for the Earth. Of course, it's this formula here. It's x, which is 7.14 radians over 2 pi radians. That's the number of cycles, times 1.88 years. And that comes to be 2.14 years, which is about 2 years and maybe 1.5 months, something like that. So we can expect Mars to be in opposition to the Earth sometime in 2014, probably late April or something like that. And you can do this simple calculation with Saturn or Jupiter instead of Mars. Just put in the appropriate revolution time, or times between the Earth being in opposition to Mercury or Venus. It's a nice simple calculation. It gives good results. There are simple assumptions here that the orbits are perfectly circular, and that's not exactly true, but the results come pretty close to a more refined calculation that you can find in the literature. So thank you for your attention, and I hope you can challenge your students with calculations such as this. It's a really simple mathematical calculation.